Hey. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Lynette Booker. She is the woman who went overboard, supposedly, or possibly, in the Bahamas off her dinghy boat. Okay, so her and her husband Brian, they had left the Abaco Inn bar. I need my glasses. In the Bahamas. Um, in their dinghy. So they were on their dinghy back to their sailboat, which is called Soulmate. Um, apparently, the waves were pretty bad and Lynette went overboard. Brian has stated that there were several attempts by Brian to reach Lynette. He stated, despite desperate, and it's so strange that he would use the word desperate. To me, it would be like, what's desperate? I mean, it's desperate situation, but it's so weird to put that in when you're explaining what happened. Despite attempts makes sense to me. Despite desperate attempts is like extra. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Convincing. I don't know. It doesn't feel right. We're gonna pull some cards too. I've got it right here. Let me get the bells on real quick. All right. He had several attempts to reach her, but the winds and the currents drove them further apart. Now, that sounds very logical. I mean, that could happen, right? But there's a lot of people feeling like things are not adding up. And I kind of feel like with that verbiage, using the word desperate, I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. Okay, so Lynette went over in the dinghy on the way to the sailboat. Um, Brian told the Bahamian, because this is in the Bahamas, he told the officials that Lynette fell overboard after leaving Hopetown around 7:30 p.m. on April 4th. He then paddled to shore, arriving at Marsh Harbor at 4 a.m. on April 5th, which is 8 hours. He said it took him it was 8 hours after his wife disappeared. Do dinghies not have any kind of radio control? I don't know anything about boating. And oddly, because I own a salon here in downtown Denver, oddly, I have like 7 clients who are sea captains. They are captains. They can captain around in their yachts and boats and such. And here we are in the middle of a desert, which Colorado is a dirt hole. It's beautiful. But anyway, so it just sounds really, really weird. So first of all, before we go on to what, so now the boat has been seized. Okay, so Bryce abandoned Soulmate, the sailboat, at the harbor. And then it was seized by the Coast Guard, and they now have it. Where is it at? It's da, 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 da. I don't know. If I could read my own handwriting, I could tell you. Oh, it's in Fort Pierce in Florida. Oh, yeah, Fort Pierce, Florida, and they're processing it for investigative reasoning. They are looking for things to know about this whole situation, obviously. All right, so her daughter, Lynette's daughter, has made some comments, but before we get to those, let's go ahead and pull some cards right now. Let's see what the cards have to say about this situation with Brian and Lynette, with her potential drowning. Oh, let's see. Okay. Pause. There's the mystery. Okay. All right. So somebody was working on something. Okay. There was a plan that was that something was being worked on. Something. Out there. Not here, but out there. And here's more of the plan. Okay. Then there was a pause about it. Happy life coming up, right? And then here comes the moon. So here we have you can't see the forest through the trees, the mysteries, the secrets, just not seen through the fog. And then we've got, I would say this is bright. So let's see what the daughter has to say, and then we'll pull a few more cards. Lynette's daughter, Carly Aylesworth, what a beautiful name, said on Fox she never imagined her mom would disappear. She said, part of her feels like her stepdad is getting away with this. Carly goes on to say things don't add up with her mother's disappearance and has accused Brian of having a history of domestic violence and anger issues. That's a little scary. I hope somebody's checking into all the insurance policies, debts, things like that. He was also arrested. After this happened, he was in the Bohemian jail for 5 nights. And there's a story, something about his mother is critically ill. And so he had to get out to go be with her because she's critically ill. But apparently she's been critically ill for a very long time, or quite a bit of time. So it was kind of like a way to get him out of the jail. So let's continue on. Tell me more. Let's be more specific, please. All right. More. Okay, well, this is not good. Major anxiety, major desperation out there in the waters. Internal rage, internal conflict, internal fear, anxiety. There's a possibility, a lot of sharp objects here. Okay. I would not be surprised if there are sharp objects involved in this scenario. Money to have the life that that person wants. Okay, there's more. This is the dormant card, and you can only get this card in my deck, which I designed this deck. The dormant is sleeping on it, not seeing it, putting it away, storing it away. There's more not being seen. So I think that the Coast Guard taking over the soulmate sailboat and start processing it as part of an investigation is a very smart thing. So, y'all, that's what we've got today. Like and subscribe. I'm Sharon, Tarot Spirit 25. I appreciate that you joined me, and I will see you soon with another mystery. Thank you, and have a good day.